All right, kind of a random thought. Toyota over Tesla. So right now it looks like, I mean, my general gist is the two heavyweights who are just going head to head is it's pretty much Toyota, who makes Lexus, and Tesla. I think unless you live in the Bay Area, having a Tesla is still a little bit more inconvenient than it's worth. I mean, the good thing about being in the Bay Area, even Southern California, is kind of hard to find, like, having to make time to charge your car. And this is a sad truth about, petroleum vehicles versus electric cars. Even if you have a supercharger, it'll still take you like, let's say 15 minutes to charge up your car. Whereas with gas, you just kind of stick it in and it only takes you, like 30 seconds. And so I think that as long as gas is more convenient and faster than electric charging, it seems still for now, gas, petroleum, hybrid cars are still preferred. So it looks like right now, I mean, I've talked to a lot of people and stuff like that, and it seems that the best car to get is like either a Prius, yeah, right? The most reliable car, the best gas mileage, whatever, uber reliable, or perhaps getting, a Lexus hybrid. And once again, a Lexus is just a nicer Toyota. Most of the guys I know who've been to cars and stuff like that, I think they like the RX 350, I think. Even a cool car that just came out with Lexus, I think is pretty cool, is the new UX series. And it also comes in a hybrid variant. And the reason why I think hybrid cars are more convenient is, for the most part, you just don't need to go to the gas station as often. And in today's crazy COVID world, I mean, obviously, like if you have a house with an electric plug, and you're not leaving that frequently, having an electric car is probably preferable. But I don't know, with today's COVID world where a lot of us are just working from home, I would say right now is probably the worst time to buy a car. I mean, just buy if you already have a car, just don't buy a new car. It's probably best to have the cheapest beater car that, whatever. Yeah, even me and Cindy, I just picked up a brand new car, a 2003 Subaru Outback, 5-speed all-wheel drive. Saw on Craigslist for $1,000, haggled it down to 900 and 800. Dude, I brought a brand new car for $800. It's kind of crazy, but I've had a lot of joy driving stick shift again. But that's a unrelated story. But generally what I mean to say is, I think one of the best ways to gain greater happiness and freedom in life is actually to not essentially save money or don't fantasize about expensive things. So people fantasize about expensive cars, everyone would like to have a new Tesla, a nice expensive house, or just a house, whatever, or a new iPhone, whatever it may be, or I don't know, whatever people want. But I don't know, I think far better to just kind of save your money and just have a fucking huge war chest of just cash, savings account. You don't even got to invest it. Just, it's nice to have an insanely huge buffer where you just don't really need to worry about money. I think money is only useful insofar much as you don't got to worry about money. I don't think money is useful as like a tool to just buy new toys. I mean, certainly in a lot of places having a car is preferential, but dude, you could get a really good used car for less than $5,000. And I generally do recommend, if you can get a used car, get a used like Prius or something like that, or go on Craigslist, search for manual transmissions. Manual transmission cars are better on gas. They break down less frequently. They're more reliable. And actually, because now most people don't know how to drive manual, you could buy them for way cheaper. If you want something a little more luxury, even getting like a manual transmission BMW does seem like a good idea. But once again, I think generally my gist is you are not your car. Like Tyler Durden says in Fight Club, probably more interesting to use your money, your time, your efforts and stuff like that to just work out more, lift more weights. Like maybe instead of using all that money to buy a new car or something like that, use that money to build a super nice home gym setup. You know, ideally power rack, squats, deadlifts, tons of plates. Four plate deadlift would be much more interesting than, you know, spending a bunch of money just buying a new Tesla. Because once again, today we don't really need cars. Like, what do you even need a car to go to? Like, to go to a grocery store, buy some groceries? You could do, like, a lot of places you could just do grocery delivery. Like me and Cindy were using Peapod in the East Coast in Rhode Island for a long time. So we didn't even have a car for like 5 years. And yeah, and I think if you do live in a big metropolitan city, you probably don't even need a car. But if you do live in the burbs or the boonies or a place where you do need a car, just opt for a cheap Toyota. Seems like a better option. I mean, another option if you want to save money too, or more bang for the buck, getting a used Tesla Model S, like an older model, like a 2013 model, seems like the best way to get the maximum upside of having a Tesla or electric vehicle, with the bottom of the depreciation curve. So certainly almost we all know that buying stuff new, especially when it comes to cars, electronics, or anything, is the worst way you could piss away money. Always buying used or refurbished, or like 1 or 2 generations old, is always the best way to maximize your bang for the buck. Even when it comes to you know, laptops, right? When I bought my 13-inch MacBook Pro Touch Bar, I bought like maybe 1 or 2 generations older, but I bought it maxed out. So a computer that would otherwise be worth, you know, $3,200, I got it for like, I think maybe like $1,800 or $1,900 on the Apple Store. Same thing goes with phones and iPhones. Probably better to get a used, to get like a refurbished iPhone XS on the Apple Store, or even just get the cheaper iPhone SE, which is like only $400. You got that brand new. I tested it out and I think it's a great phone. So yeah, just save money. It seems to be the best thing, and it takes more skill to save money than to spend it. And just because you spend money on Lambo doesn't mean that somehow you're, you know, manly or creative. It just means that you have a lot of money. So yeah, better to build up your body, become a bodybuilder, than to buy a Lambo. My idea was, it's better to transform your body into a Lamborghini than to just buy a Lamborghini. Yeah, use your money to invest. How should you spend money? Buy experiences, buy travel, you know, spend money on Airbnbs or whatever. Anything that could help you live a more exciting life, accumulate more experiences, think more, step outside your comfort zone, make photos, videos, or have turbo thoughts, the better.